create. Call you God, I say holy are you, Lord. We worship your majesty. Worthy is the Lamb, worthy is the Lamb that was slain. We bless you, wonderful Lord. We magnify your name. We magnify your name. Hallelujah. Here on earth, oh here on earth, we sing a song, we sing a song, we exalt your holy name, and in heaven receive a song. Hallelujah. And so this morning, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming live through Biafra Human Rights and Freedom Radio, a platform whose intention is to ensure that this Biafra restoration project is brought to a conclusive end. We are making sure that nobody is allowed to sell the next generation of Biafra. And so, without wasting much of our time this morning, we need to look into certain issue, as it has a lot of role to play in guiding and directing our people on the best way to solve our problem. It's a Sunday morning, and most of you are getting ready to go to church already. Pray for Biafra. The topic I want us to look at briefly is titled, There is difference between knowing the path and walking the path. There is difference between knowing the path and walking the path. In life, it is important how to accept this single fact, that knowing the path is different from walking the path. A lot of people believe, I know it, I know how to do it, I can do it. No, you may know how they do it. You have not tried it before. And I'm very sure, if you are not prepared, despite your knowledge about such issues, you will not be able to go through it. Our people have lived in this falsehood and illusion that they know how to get you Biafra. They know how to build Nigeria. They know how to make your life better. They know how to make things work. And I don't doubt them. But you see, the problem is that none of them have genuinely worked on that path. You can see Nigerian politicians. It is still another era. All of them are on social media. Some of them are on the background, dishing out money. They promise you heaven and earth. It is PVC revolution. They will tell you how they want to build Nigeria and let it be beautiful. And I'm not doubting them. They know how to do it. But you see the problem? They have not tried. They have never tried. And so if at all in this era, they choose to try. And I'm sure they are not ready for the outcome, because there are a lot of unforeseen challenges most of them are not ready for. And so when somebody promises you, I know how to go about this thing, my fellow Biafrans, find out if the person have been there before. If they have been there, but rest assured, they certainly must have been able to calculate the challenges that lies ahead of them. The Biafra Restoration Project has taken us to a level where we must begin to understand that this difference between these two matters cannot be overruled. And as such, we should not indulge in certain activities just to gain control over our people. Most of you have been to Lagos, for instance. You have traveled, let's assume, from Onitsha to Lagos. You do that every day, almost every moment of your life. You've done this, let's assume, in the past decades. And so, asking you if you know Lagos is not an issue. Because without even having to think in a second about that question, you will gladly say, yes, I've been to Lagos so many times. And of course, you can tell us the names in different locations in Lagos, because this is what you do every day. You know the way. But have you walked that way? Have you walked that path? And now it comes in on the other phase. And somebody say, can you drive then? You say yes. And they give you the key. Hand over the key of a vehicle to you and say, please drive us to Lagos. My brother, that is when you will know that there is a difference between driven to Lagos or you driving yourself to Lagos. Because what you will encounter as a driver of a vehicle going to Lagos is different encounter as a passenger going to Lagos. That is the same way it is. Those who said they will build Nigeria, they've only dealing on theories. What they told them, formulas that have been displayed and suggested by men, they have not tried to initiate it. And that is why this morning I want our people to understand clearly the distinct difference between these two, knowing the path and walking the path. And so in the Biafra Restoration Project, we have a lot of people who tell you, we know the path, we know how to do it, we're going to do it, but have they walked the path? When we know the path, we already know the path. But when we have not walked the path, it is very dangerous to assume that you can succeed on that path. I remember the first time I traveled on interstate journey. Before then, I have been driving for more than 10 years, but within my locality. And one day, I have to travel at night. And do you know what happened? It looks like I was a learner. The first encounter to travel interstate. That is not the end. It was daytime. I could see everything on my way going. But on my way coming back, the road looked different. I succeeded and I thought I know it all. And then in another instance, I had to travel at night. And it was during those hammer time period. The winter covered the road. I tell you, I couldn't see even 3 feet away from my windscreen. It was a different encounter. And so if I am a driver, a very professional driver here in Africa, and I've not seen winter all my life, and then I happen to see myself in America all of a sudden, and then I have to drive in that winter moment where there are snow falling, I may be the best driver in where I come from, but since we don't have snow falling in my area, I couldn't boast that I can drive in that condition, not until I have tried it. Because there are potholes, Because there are things you don't do. There are areas you can match or break. There are areas you shouldn't match or break. There are a whole lot of things that is involved in walking the path. I do not want to waste much time to explain all this. Because if you will understand, you will understand. Let's look at those who drive trucks and those who drive car. They're not operating on the same formation, but both of them will come out and say, yes, I'm a driver, I can drive. And then the truck driver will say, yes, I'm a driver, I can drive. But those of you who drive truck, you know your steering works anti-clockwise. It does not function the same way that of a car will do. In terms of navigating or having a turn, you don't turn like a car because you have your back truck falling into the ditch. And so when the car can easily maneuver and weave and move on, you have to negotiate. Move away from your lane to the other side of the lane as if you are causing obstruction before you can now return to your lane. And this is to enable your back to follow along. These are things that you learn when you decide to walk the path. Today, we know the path. We know everything about Biafra agitation. We want our people to be free. It's about dealing with the issue of corruption, terrorism, extermination of our people. It can come in different form. We just want a better life. We know the reason why we are here. But you see, the earlier we tell ourselves the truth, that we have not walked on this path, the better for all of us. And so for the sake of the next generation, considering the fact that our father before us, I do not stand to blame them. They made terrible mistakes. And our time is fast being spent. And it is going to be left for us. If we are going to leave the next generation messed up, or if we are going to prepare the way for them to succeed. There are a lot of things going on as we speak, and a call for concern. Our constant response to IPOB led by Nnamdi Kanu is the issue of pretending to have walked the path, which they have little knowledge about. And you see, the most absurd aspect of it is that those who do not know the path claim to have known the path and beat their hand in the chest that yes, they have walked the path. In recent days, we've been talking about the killing in Imo State, but that is just a minor one. I think for some political reason to destroy Ibubago, which will give the real terrorist, which is Nnamdi Kanu and his follower, to destroy all that is left in Igbo land, politically blown out of proportion. They kill 14 people, they went to wedding, they do this one, and why they have been able to pass a message. What are they supposed to do? They now blow up other lies. And it is gaining background on social media. What are some of these lies? Russia is said to intervene in Biafra matter. IPOB media warriors are on social media and are telling you, oh, Russia will soon involve in our matter. This is what they said about Ukraine. Russia involved in Biafra matter without any form of consultation, without any form of Russia will just wake up because they are jobless and then begin to come and dominate Nigeria in order to free Biafra in a world like this. Russia have more problem to solve, but IPOB is going to tell you that. So you keep your hope alive and say, oh, Biafra is going to come. Yes, I'm happy Russia is going to see something. And then we look at another one. Oh, United Nations demand unconditional release of Nnamdi Kanu. United Nations is demanding, they are giving Nigeria the 6 months to release Nnamdi Kanu. Barrister Law Ejimako,
who's supposed to be a lawyer in America, but he's here now in Igbo land, deceiving Igbo people, is the one, Vanguard is saying it. And then there is one supposedly international lawyer. What do they call him? Is it Fennis? Is the one telling you, the United Nations say, and Vanguard help them to project those lies. That is why I say, be careful of Nnamdi Kanu, be careful of Nigeria, those of you who genuinely want Biafra, because there are things you are yet to know. United Nations indict Kenya. It's another version of that lie. United Nations have indicted Kenya and Nigeria for illegal rendition of Nnamdi Kanu. Why are we doing this to our people? And then IPOB media touts are telling you, the prophet Nnamdi Kanu have said it, you will sleep in Biafra is the last miracle. All this thing is to manage your brain. Our fathers fell for it. We cannot fall for it this time. Let's look at it. United Nations witnessed the massacre, the genocide in Biafra land. Over 10 million people died unaccounted for. Biafran, the United Nations witnessed when Buhari government extrajudicially killed our people. They never said anything. United Nations witnessed graveyard, enter society to mention but a few. They all saw first-hand information of the heinous crime against the people of Biafra by the Nigerian state. They never issued order. And then one criminal like Nnamdi Kanu is making United Nations to speak up, and then there is something United Nations is not telling us. And if you buy to that lies, and I'm sorry for you, there is a purpose for this lie, and this is to keep your brain dormant. That is what they've been doing to you. They've not walked the path. They will not admit they've not walked the path. It's going to take all of us to walk this path successfully. But what will they have to do? Introduce criminality in order to keep you under control. And so now, this in 6 months' time, United Nations will come, and you're believing your brain will be dormant for 6 months. You will raise funds for 6 months so that Nnamdi Kanu then can lobby United Nations, which is not true. They will set up different platforms. You will fall for them. Now you are killing the chances of our people coming out to defend this cause. That is what you're yet to see. You're keeping your brain dormant. United Nations. Our sister, Dr. Okui, right there in America, made a statement this morning, and I was very glad. He said, reporting the commission opinion of a working group as a decision of the United Nations is a gross exaggeration intending to mislead. Get it very well. Reporting the commission opinion of a working group as a decision of United Nations is a gross exaggeration intending to deceive the people. A particular group of working individuals suggested that the United Nations should have sanctioned Nigeria, should get involved in Nnamdi Kanu matter. Does it now then imply that United Nations is the one saying it? And now come out and I said the world power should consider on how to divide Nigeria. And then another person picks this lie and tell you, oh, the United Nations say they are going to divide Nigeria. Why are we doing this to ourselves? Is it all because of the money? And then take the money and tell the people the truth. He moved on to say, commissioned lawyer and propagandist who pretend not to know the boundaries between municipal and international law. Such working group are not organ of the United Nations for purpose of issuing any directive to any country. You can imagine. It's on social media. IPOB bingos, I won't tell you, okay, come and challenge us. Saboteurs now don't know what to say again. Look at them. My brother will have a lot of things to say. Most of you are ignorant. You're misguided. And God will not be happy for us if we unleash this agenda against you. We will be guilty as Nnamdi Kanu. We are waiting for Nnamdi Kanu. Let it finish his location. That is when this journey will start. Those of you planted by Nnamdi Kanu, even within and outside our platform, will allow all of you waste your time, deceive our people, and let our people be deceived if that is what they want. A group of people, fake lawyers, gathering themselves. I don't care who they are all fake lawyers for deceiving you. They could not tell you the difference between international law and municipal law. What they suggested the United Nations should do, they are not telling you it is United Nations. What a shame on Nigeria. And then there is this Vanguard newspaper who is jumping up and down. United Nations, all of them are helping to keep your brain dormant. United Nations never said that. They have boundary. There are processes. They never indicted Kenya. Neither did they indict Nigeria. They don't even have anything to say regarding the orientation or internationalization of Nnamdi Kanu, because they already know the truth. And not until the people know the truth and stand to the truth, nobody is going to talk to us. Watch out in the coming days. IPOB, Chimionepa, Ada Highway, Igodomigodo, Idu Kingdom, all the groups that see Nnamdi Kanu as their leader, they will soon hit the street. You know what they're going to tell you? We want to lobby to United Nations so that United Nations can help us. If Nnamdi Kanu can go to the gate of United Nations and snap picture and do some choreographic disgrace and tell you now we are here to submit a file to United Nations, and then we are here, all the file we paid billions to submit to United Nations. United Nations never said anything, because they pick up a yahoo guy like Nnamdi Kanu, and then all of a sudden United Nations is giving Nnamdi Kanu or Nigeria and Kenya order to release Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally. And then United Nations must be the abode of Satan itself, if that be true. But this is not true. These are just other strategy, disinformation, just to keep your brain dormant. And that helps them to control you permanently. And so it is a shame that Vanguard newspaper will lend itself to this kind of cheap blackmail, cheap rubbish. The people of Biafra, can't you get it? You go to your social media, just look all around it, all you see is lie, 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 lie. Against our people, against ourselves. There is a difference between knowing the path and walking the path. They kill ESM, they kill Biafrans through ESM, and they lie to you. And now the Kanu rendition, illegal. Demand immediately release and compensation. This one did not put who said it. Let me look at it closely. So many of them. And then another one say, breaking news. Joy for Biafran as UN tells Nigerian to unconditionally release Nnamdi Kanu. These are lies. These are lies from the pit of hell. They have agenda. The agenda is to keep your brain dormant. Those of you on social media following IPOB, you will see such broadcast coming up. That is not from UN. This is just a suggestion of some working groups who are part of our problem, because they are being formed to discuss and see how they can rhatomatize us and mesmerize our brain. Allah Ijimako know what I'm saying. Barrister Jofo know what I'm saying. Let them come out and say, yes, United Nations is the one that said so. No, United Nations didn't say so. A group of Otapiapia associate, freedom fighters associate, came up as a suggestion. And now, IPONC are there disgracing themselves, insulting the issue of Biafra, insulting all of them. Joy to Biafra as United Nations tells Nigeria to unconditionally release Nnamdi Kanu and compensate him. And then you have Barrister Ejiofor telling you, oh, they have given me 2 million and I have justice. But Barrister Ejiofor did not tell you how many IPOB members were killed in his house. Are you telling me if they were to harvest the organ of those people killed in Ejiofor house, are you telling me it will not be sold more than 2 million naira? Considering that they are into organ harvest. But what do you know? You have been deceived and you like being deceived. Continue to be deceived. Let us understand. It's not against anybody. It's not an attack against anybody. I'm just tired of telling our people lies. You shouldn't be doing that. It's very horrible. I left a platform recently. And why did I leave there? Some group who are trying to promote Peter Obi, they were lying to our people. You don't need to lie to our people. If you are sincere enough and you are in Nigeria, comparing the aspirant for presidential office in this upcoming presidential election, considering Atiku, Tinubu, and Peter Obi, I think every sincere Nigerian know that it's best for us to try Peter Obi, not because he's an angel, but what will be will be. We have not walked this path before to stand by the truth. We would have done that in the time of Alhaji Shehu Shagari. What played out there? This would have happened in the time of what is the name of this June 12th man? He was killed in that process, Abiola. In the time of Goodluck Ebere Jonathan, we had the privilege to walk on this path of transparent and sincere democracy. We shied away from it. He brought in Buhari. And if this era of Peter Obi will cause us to walk in this path of a genuine transition democracy, let us walk it without lying to our people. How did they make that lie? That provoked me. Somebody brought in a video and the video say, oh, see this woman, he live for this street furniture. The woman is a Muslim. She had been living inside this gutter. The woman started by taking water from the gutter to drink. She's a Muslim. She's not well. She wake up every day. She start writing Obi. Una no get sense. Una think say we be Mugu. So we are to believe that it's God who sent Obi. God will not do for man what man should for themselves. If I have to stand on any ballot box to vote for any of these three men, I will vote for Peter Obi. But to lie and tell you that Peter Obi is Angel Gabriel, I will not do that, and I can be part of you. The same thing Nnamdi Kanu did. Mochineke, Eluhua sent me. After I am gone, nobody will be like me. Eluhua sent me that you might believe Biafra will come tomorrow. Eluhua sent me. How long are we going to do this to our people? And we found ourselves on the same junction. The next 6 months, they are going to preoccupy your mind with that idea that United Nations is going to intervene in the issue of Biafra. They will not talk about Nnamdi Kanu. They will not talk about Biafra. We will still be killed and you will waste your money on Nnamdi Kanu. And nothing will happen. You feed their lawyers. You pay all their bills. They live very large. And when you challenge them, they kill you and tell you it's Fulani men or it's Ibubago. My brother, there is difference between knowing the path and walking the paths. I sign off from here. Tomorrow is another day. We'll continue from where we stop, few hours from now. If you're able to call in this morning and advise our people on what to do, you're free to call in. But if your time did not permit you before I round up, no problem. Next time you get involved. Okwa gị bụ echeta obi esike o. Okwa gị bụ ike anyị ji aga aga. Ọkwa gị kewara osimiri le, imekwa nwanya ga ka ọ tụrụ ime. Ọkwa gị yo Chineke, ịbụ oke mmiri na-ebu ogwe. Ọkwa gị yo Chineke ma na-ebuchi me, ebuchi me na-ebuchi m, ebuchi anya anyị ji ahụ ụzọ. Agada agbajiri ụzọ nwoke obiọma o, ebu olileanya nke ndị nsọ. Anyị na-erere ọkụ na anyị ragbara ọkụ, ogene ka anyị ga-eji toro gị ye gị nna. Anyị ga na-akwụsị ala na-enye gị ekene n'ebuchi mo. We continue from there, and I hope this message do meet you well. Have a pleasant Sunday weekend, rest, and God be with genuine Biafrans. We're not going anywhere because we are the watchmen. They won't.